welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to do some facts about myself. So I have on my lovely power bill some facts that I just jotted down earlier today that I thought would be interesting to learn about me and who I am as a person. And pay no mind to this ginormous pimple. It bothers me just as much as it bothers you, I promise. And if I sound congested, I apologize. I've been fighting a sinus problem since the weather has went from extremely cold to not cold, which drives me crazy. So if I sound congested or I go, then I apologize. Fact number one is I do not like clothes. A lot of times you will see me in the same shirt. It's typically because that's a pajama shirt. When I get home from work, the first thing I do is I literally take off everything and put on my pajamas. I feel claustrophobic in clothes, so I do not like to wear them very much at all. I also do not wear shoes either. I have been a barefooted person ever since I was a little bitty girl. So I own one pair of tennis shoes and one pair of boots and like 4 pairs of sandals because I don't like to wear shoes. If I don't have to, I'm not, and I apologize if I keep looking down. I'm just looking at my notes. Fact number 2 is I am a very crafty person. I love art. I love creating, seeing my vision in my brain come to life. So I like to do a lot of things like that. I'll show you, like this wall, and it's so pretty. I painted it, and I'm so proud of it because it's my pretty wall, which is why I'm in here today, and which is actually my daughter's bedroom. However, I wanted this pretty wall in my background here. Something else I did recently was I made this pretty castle for my oldest daughter for Christmas. So it's got flower vinery, it's got a glitter door, it's got some decoration. It took me a few months to make it, but I enjoyed it, and it's something that every time I see my daughter play with it, I really just, it makes me so happy to know that she enjoys something that I made. So I enjoy doing things like that. Fact number 3 is I am not a clutter person. I do not like mess. I do not like chaos. If things feel too cramped or crowded, absolutely drives me crazy, and I can deal with it for so long, and finally I get annoyed with it, and everything must go. So a lot of things I don't keep. If it's broken, throw it away. If we don't use it, get rid of it. If it's too small, why you keeping it? You ain't fitting in those jeans you thought you were gonna fit in 10 years ago. You're just not. Give it up. Fact number 4 is I think of 101 things at one time. So I can have 3 conversations with 3 different people at the same time. I can be bored while doing something. So a lot of times I'll be at work and I'm just going about my day, making what I need to make. Everything gets done on time. But if I'm not talking, I'm so bored. And I talk a lot and they just ignore me. But they just let me talk because they know that's how I process. So it works. Fact number 5 is I'm a very caring person. I like to think of others. I like to help others. If I am able to, and if I can, I try to help someone else because helping them makes me feel better. It makes me happy to see someone else happy. So I put a lot of time and effort into the things that I do for people or the things that I give to people because I want them to like it. I want them to use it, to enjoy it, to just, you know, I don't know really how to explain it. I just want them to be happy with what I did for them. Excuse me. And that makes me happy. Fact number 3, 4, 5, 6. I am a planner. I plan everything. Literally everything. It's either way this way or way that way. There's no in between. I cannot plan for something at a rational time. It's either think too far ahead or think like a day before. There's no in between. Like my daughter's birthday, my youngest one is literally right after Christmas, and my oldest one is 3 weeks later. So if I don't think about their birthday like October, they're not having a party, because I'm not going to think about it till after Christmas. And who the heck has money right after Christmas? So I have to plan way in advance. Way in advance. And I've been like that my entire life. In school, everyone wanted to be my project partner because A, I didn't want your help. And B, if it took us a week assignment, I was done in 3 days because I did not want your help and I would not sleep until it was finished. Fact number 7, I am a very independent person. And I am an independent person because I grew up extremely fast. When I was a little kid, my mom broke her ankle when I was in the 6th grade. So from there, I started to learn how to make simple things for dinner like spaghetti or hamburger helper. Just something that I could make so she wouldn't have to get up. And I started taking care of my sisters, packing my dad's lunch, cleaning the house. And I stayed that way. And then I ended up pregnant at 15 years old. And then I really became independent because I had to be. So I don't rely on other people very often. And a lot of that comes from me being impatient. I want things done in what I call the Kayla time frame. And if it's not done within that time frame, I get really annoyed. So to avoid me being annoyed, it's just much easier for me to do it myself. Much easier. I stopped asking people. Like, me and my husband have been together for almost 5 years now. And it took me 2.5 years to start letting him do things for me. Because I was just used to doing it myself. And there's some things that I do myself because what's the point? I mean, there's no point in asking somebody. I'm perfectly capable. I mean, so. Fact number 8 is I live in this fantasy world where everything is sugar cookies and rainbows. And I know that sounds crazy, but I do. I do not watch the news very often because it's depressing. I do not watch scary movies very often because they scare the crap out of me. And I don't like to think about bad things happening. So I live in my fantasy world where everything is peaches. And I'm high on life most days. Like, every day I have a good personality for the most part. I mean, everyone has a bad day, but I try to get up every day with a positive attitude. And I think that's because I do live in my fantasy land where nothing's ever wrong. Even if it is wrong, it'll be alright. Fact number 9 is I'm almost 24 years old, y'all. And I'm scared of the dark still. Like, I don't know if it's just the dark, but more of the unknown. Like, you don't know what's out there. You don't know what could be 10 foot away from you. It could be a bear for all you know. There could be a killer out there, and you wouldn't know because you can't see them. Like, people think I'm crazy, but I'm not. In my household, there's like several lights on when we go to bed at night. The kids keep a night light on in their room. I keep the kitchen stove light on. I keep a lamp in the living room light on. And I keep a light in the bathroom on. Plus, we have an outside light besides our front porch that stays on 24/7. Because I don't like the dark. I don't like to walk in the dark. I don't like to go outside in the dark. I don't like my house to be dark because I don't like the dark. So, those are just some interesting facts that I thought y'all might like to know about me. Since this is a fairly new channel and y'all don't know a whole lot about me, and I don't know a whole lot about y'all, so if everyone wants to leave a comment in the, I can't talk today. If everyone wants to leave a comment below.